Okay, so this is part 2 of our series, and I'm going to try to do this before the rain sets in. So we have had rain for the past couple of days, and we're supposed to have rain up until next weekend. So the primary things we did in the garden today was fertilize and direct sow some seeds. So with fertilization, I've provided details of what I use in a prior video. Usually you want to pre-water everything so that when you use the liquid fertilizer, it helps to distribute it a little bit better. But I didn't have to do the pre-watering because of the rain that we've been getting. So I just did the other process of course, diluting the fertilizer really good according to the package directions. And then I just went through my garden beds and just fertilized everything with my big water pail right here. I do provide details in that prior video of what we use. Right now we're using a liquid fertilizer, and you typically want to do that every 7 to 10 days. It just really depends on your it depends on the fertilizer that you are using, and so I'm opting for the every 7 days, and so that's every Sunday. But I also have like the powdered bone meal, which is a fertilizer too, but I haven't used that yet. But with your powdered fertilizers, you want to do those like every couple of weeks. And so today everything got a good dose of fertilizer. And then, like I said, I directly sowed some seeds in the garden. So each bed was sown a variety of lettuce. And so what you'll see as I just highlight each bed is that you'll see something that looks like this. And so this bed got a variety of lettuce. And then each bed also got some basil, borage, and dill. I directly sown that in each bed as well because, like I said, I love to companion plant. I've also said that with my lettuce, I haven't had success in directly sowing it in the past. And so that's why I'm going to directly sow some, as well as I've started some on the inside that's going to grow under grow lights. And so what will happen is once they are ready to be transplanted out, I'll create some space on the opposite side of the beds for those that are transplanted, and we'll just watch them as they grow. Now in this bed in particular over here, I did notice some ants in that bed when I pulled back some of the pine straw. And so I did sprinkle in some cornmeal because that's supposed to help deter the ants because it's not good for their tummies. So we'll see. Now, don't get me wrong, I really don't like to bother insects, but I can't have them in my garden bed. So we'll see if that helps to deter them just a little bit. And so the same was over here, directly sowed some lettuce. And so you should be able to see where that was directly sown. And then the 3 little holes for the basil, the borage, and the dill. And so I did that process for each of my raised beds. And when I say raised, I'm referring to these beds like this. And so this is just a check-in of everything, just to see how everything is growing. And our fertilization, like I said, will be every Sunday. So this was our fertilization day, and then I'll do it again on next Sunday. I do want to just give one highlight that I did notice that we have some nasturtium that have bloomed in the garden over here. So excited to see that nasturtium there. And then this is the first time my nasturtium leaves have looked this big. And I transplanted this one out, and in the past I've transplanted the other ones, but the other ones' leaves were not that big. Currently my watermelon seedlings are looking good, so I'm excited to see that. In the past they didn't grow as well, so we'll see how they do with this combination of scarlet runner beans in there, because from what I've learned, they love nitrogen. And then the other thing I want to highlight are the pepper plants. I looked out here earlier, and it looks like we'll have one coming in soon. So I'm so excited to see that. So this is just part 2, just an overview of how things are looking in the garden. Just to highlight that we fertilized everything today. And then just to highlight that we did directly sow in our garden in our raised beds. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our other one over there. And in those beds, we directly sown. Each bed has a different variety of lettuce. And then every bed for the raised beds received basil, borage, and dill. Okay. All right. And then part 3, I'll just highlight what was sown in the 6 seed cell trays and just show you them under the grow lights. I am excited to say that I did see a bee in the garden today fertilizing my not fertilizing, but pollinating my tomato seedlings. So I was so excited to see that today. All right, as always, chat soon.